Good morning, everybody, and thanks for that great introduction. We are extremely excited to be with you at Finovate today and for this opportunity to present our technology to you. Yseop is the first artificial intelligence software on the market which writes, just like a human being, but at a speed of thousands of pages per second and in multiple languages. At Yseop, our mission is to write on your behalf so that you can focus on what you do best. Let's go ahead and see what this really means by switching to a few demos. One of the problems today in retail banking is knowing your customer. The document that you see on the screen in front of you is a prep-to-meeting report which Yseop has generated in just a few seconds from data inside a bank CRM. Imagine a client walks into his local retail bank and he sits in front of his advisor. The advisor clicks on a button inside its portal and Yseop generates, in just a few seconds, the document that you see on the screen in front of you, doing all of his administrative and preparatory work for him. Let's examine this a bit more carefully. On the top of the screen, you see a summary of the client's situation. Yseop recalls key facts about the client, enabling the banker to make a personal connection with his customer in just a few seconds. If we go a bit further down in the document, we see a series of personalized product recommendations. Yseop has not only selected the products which are best suited to this client based on the information we have on him or her in the CRM, but has proposed a series of personalized selling points, essentially doing all the banker's work for him. Once again, this is a report that has been written by a machine in perfect English and in just a few seconds. Let's go ahead and move now to our second demonstration. What you're going to see on the screen in front of you is an executive summary report written from over 4,000 pieces of data. How long do you think it would take an individual or a team of individuals to write this kind of report and get it validated? 2 days, maybe 3? In fact, one of our customers, the CEO of a large bank in Europe, told us it took his team of top-level managers approximately 1 week to write this report using data that was 1 week old. With Yseop, we can do exactly the same thing in just seconds using data that dates from 1 minute before the report is generated. Let's examine this a bit more carefully. On this screen, you see some of the over 4,000 pieces of data that have been used to write this report. You might imagine this coming from a typical BI environment. Let's manipulate some of this data and see the effect it has on the report. So we'll go ahead and say that investments in home saving plans have decreased rather than increased, that this was a rather sharp change, and that this occurred over the last 10 months. I click on Generate Report, and I see in just a couple of seconds, Yseop has rewritten the text using this new data. Once again, this is a report that has been written by a machine in perfect English and in just seconds. The benefits of this kind of application are clear. There's no limit to the number of reports you can write and at no marginal cost. And the data that you used to generate the report dates from only 1 minute before the report is written. And speaking of cost, the same CEO I spoke of earlier told us it cost him approximately $2,000 to write this kind of report. With our technology, it costs only $10. So there's a huge cost-saving advantage there. So let's go ahead now and switch to our last application, in which I will show you Yseop's ability to automate expert guidance online. So in this prototype, a potential customer is going to fill out a simple questionnaire about his retirement goals and what his current plans are, and Yseop will provide him with an online personalized diagnosis and product recommendations. So we'll go ahead and say that our potential client's name is Sam Lewis, that he's about 45 years old, and that he'd like to retire at the age of 60. So I submit these answers, and now I have a few more questions. We'll go ahead and say that Sam has saved about $150,000 to date, that he makes about 50 grand a year, and that he saves about $700 every month. Sam's a pretty risk-averse guy, so we'll say he prefers a more conservative investment portfolio. And at the same time, he's been working hard his whole life, and he's not willing to change anything in his lifestyle, so he wants a more luxurious retirement. I submit these answers, and I see that Yseop is in fact smarter than Sam. Yseop has identified that Sam will not be able to achieve his goal of a luxurious retirement with his current savings. So Yseop says, Sam, where are you willing to budge? And Sam says, well, I know I can't save more than $700 every month because my kid's in school and I have to give him all my extra cash, but I am willing to work past the age of 60. So we submit these answers and we see that in just a few seconds, Yseop has written a completely personalized email to Sam signed by a local salesperson. At the top of the email, we see a summary of Sam's situation, which rewrites all of his goals and what he's looking for in his retirement plan. And at the end, a series of personalized product recommendations, which will help Sam better meet his goals. This is a really incredible application because most recommendation tools that exist on the internet today propose products to clients without actually explaining why they might meet their needs. And as a result, people don't care. They don't actually pay attention to these kind of diagnostic tools. With Yseop, we not only propose products which meet a client's needs, but we explain why. And this has an incredible effect on the potential online conversion rate. With a similar application with a customer in France, we've seen an increase in their online conversion rate by a factor of 6. You've now seen what this incredible technology can do. It's time to dream about how it may affect your organization and solve your business problems. With our technology, you can build and deploy an application completely suited to your needs and business context in just a few months. And the best part about it is the data remains on your servers. This truly disruptive innovation has the potential to revolutionize the way you interact with your customers and write reports. Thank you so much for your attention, and we'd love to show you a few more examples after the show at our booth.